Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about one of the greatest fighters in MMA history, Jose Aldo, and his latest comments that have reignited an old feud with UFC president Dana White. The Brazilian legend has accused White of turning the UFC into a circus when he booked Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez back in 2016. A decision that Aldo says completely disrespected him and the sport itself. Aldo, who officially retired earlier this year after returning to the octagon for 3 fights in 2024, spoke about his complicated history with the UFC, even though he was given a respectful farewell at UFC Rio. His relationship with the promotion hasn't always been smooth, especially when it came to how his rivalry with Conor McGregor was handled. Let's go back to 2016. Aldo had just returned to action following his shocking 13-second knockout loss to McGregor at UFC 194. He bounced back strong, defeating Frankie Edgar for the interim featherweight title, and it seemed like the stage was set for a rematch to unify the belts. Dana White himself had reportedly promised Aldo that this would be the next fight, but instead the UFC shocked everyone. Rather than defending his featherweight title, McGregor was booked to face Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight championship at UFC 205. That decision allowed McGregor to chase history as the first simultaneous 2-division champion, but it left Aldo furious. Speaking to the Brazilian outlet Combate at the time, Aldo didn't hold back. He said, "I understand that he sells a lot, but it gets to a limit when it's no longer a sport, it becomes a circus." He also revealed that he found out about McGregor's fight through his coach, not from the UFC, and that he even asked to be released from his contract out of sheer frustration. For Aldo, it wasn't just about being passed over. It was about respect. He believed he'd earned that unification fight after years of dominance as the featherweight king, but instead, he was forced to watch McGregor move on to another division while still holding his belt. To him, that moment symbolized how much the UFC had started prioritizing money and hype over merit. Fast forward to today, and Aldo's career has officially come to an end. After returning for a short run in 2024, he retired once again, this time for good, and made it clear it wasn't about money or fame. Speaking on the Ariel Helwani show, he said, "I didn't do it for the money. I did it to continue my story and my history, because if it was for money, I could have gone somewhere else and made more." That's classic Jose Aldo, a fighter who's always been about pride, legacy, and passion for the sport. He remains one of the greatest featherweights of all time, but this recent reminder of his rocky past with Dana White shows just how much that McGregor-Alvarez decision still stings years later. Thanks for watching. If you think Jose Aldo was right to call out Dana White, drop a comment below. Did the UFC go too far prioritizing Conor McGregor's superstardom over fair competition? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories and updates from the world of combat sports. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.